The complaints are being made about the people through whom the letter is going to come.
You can write to me your lawyer.
Yes, but they will not allow me to bring it to him. They will not even allow him to take it. Yes, that has been the practice. They don't allow anything to get out of prison before they look at it.
Okay.
And once they
I'll wait just 5 minutes. Please go ahead.
modify, of course, the 5 minutes are not enough. I've got 4 issues. One, I'm being tortured in prison. If, Mr. Judge, you lock a person in a 2.5 square meter room cell with virtually no ventilation, except for a small ventilator about 6 meters up. And the outer part of the ventilator, there is a brim that when wind blows towards the cell, it hits the brim and collapses, so it does not enter the cell.
So air circulation is the issue.
Sorry?
Air circulation.
Yes, but it is important because I'm already suffering from lungs problem. And in that room, that cell has so many mosquitoes. If you looked at the walls, you could see they are all tainted with blood. And you keep him inside that cell with a bucket of feces and urine stinking through the whole night. Keep him there for 15 hours, sometimes 16, sometimes 17, sometimes 18 hours. Sometimes the temperature is so high to melt a basil. There are bedbugs, there are lice, there are even some small lizards. You keep that person in that cell for 15 hours every day for 10 years. Is that good? Is that inhuman treatment? Is that humanization? Is that torture? Is that lawlessness? The next point is concerning that, but of course the points are so many. The second one is about they deny me toilet access, but the toilets are just in 5 minutes. In 5 meters. They use the toilet, and in the morning they defecate on the floor of the toilet. In the morning I have to clean the toilet. They are sluts themselves. Why they deny me access to the toilet when the toilets are there?
Is it a staff toilet or prisoners?
Prisoners' toilet, but they use them in the night. The second issue of Mr. Judge is death threats. Attempted assassination. They have attempted to assassinate me on the 9th of September 2016. Those were 3 days after my arrival at Luzira. Yabashai, the CGP, sent a team of his lieutenants. The team leader was one Akankunda. He told me that he had come with 2 messages from Yabashai. One was that whatever issue I encountered during my stay in Luzira, I should not complain to him because he is the one who must have sanctioned me. That was the first message. The second one was to ask me what are the names of the 2 visitors that had allowed me to get twice every month. And then I can wait on. Mr. Judge, I was trapped with COVID-19 and I nearly died. I exhausted about 8 cylinders of oxygen, and I spent almost 2 months in the hospital. Since then, I developed full-fledged high blood sugar, and high blood pressure. The doctors recommended, in fact, prescribed foods that I must avoid, and the foods that I must eat. Mr. Yabashai, through his name, denied me access to that food until now. I cannot afford to buy food. I cannot afford to buy sugar at 10,000 shillings when it actually costs 4,000. I cannot afford to buy matoke at 35,000 shillings when it actually costs 8,100. I cannot afford to buy groundnuts at 15,000 when it actually costs 6,000. So I had to give up. I now survive on handouts and begging, and sometimes I work. I cook for someone, then he gives me a portion. Even the portion he gives me, I eat once in a day. The portion he gives me is not enough. I don't get satisfied. Because I don't get enough food. Because the food is not meeting my hands. I have lost weight. There was 101 kilograms at the time I stopped buying food because I did not afford. They hike the prices so that I cannot afford. I cannot afford. And I had to abandon because my family could not afford. So I don't get food.
Where do you buy food from?
My family, all the people, because they forced my family to give them money. To give them my money. So they cut off the way they wish. That is depriving me of food. So I lost about 20 kilograms this year because of not
what
getting
is not clear?
reason.
Because you're giving prices that
Yes.
instead of paying 8,000,
Yes.
it's supposed to pay that.
Yes.
So where is that?
I don't know where they buy the food from.
So it's your family that buys?
No, it is not. They refused my family to bring me food. They used to bring me food before even the doctor prescribed the food. So now they told them, you give us the money. We cannot allow you to bring your food. That was prescribed by the doctor to help me in my problem. So they took away the money. They cut off the way they wish. A bunch of banana that costs 8,000. You can see that in the program of Akatari, Reform Akatari, yes, Reform Akatari. It costs 35, I mean it costs 8,500. And an avocado that was prescribed that costs just 500. They cut off 3,000.
My understanding is that your family gives money to prison authorities.
They don't give it spontaneous. They force them.
Wait, let me understand. They give money to the prison authorities. Then the prison authorities tell you how much it costs to buy food for you.
Yes.
Is that what is going on?
Yes. But
it came to a point where your family could not afford it anymore because of those indoor prices.
yes. So I could not continue, Mr. Jan. I request that in order for me that food to be allowed to be brought in by my family. Because I cannot afford, I cannot continue begging from an Indian. Mr. Jan, I'm not allowed to talk to any prisoner. If any prisoner, even if say Assalamu alaikum, you may get beaten. I'm refused to talk to even those among those with whom I'm on the fire. I'm not allowed, the accused ones, I'm not allowed to talk to them. Because I'm in isolation. In Luzira prison, there is a section called Institute Torture Cells. There are about 20 cells, but there are only 2 inmates in those cells. The other 2 are state agents. So all the others are empty.
How do you know that?
That what?
They are only 2 registered state.
They say it. They say it publicly.
But they live as prisoners.
Yes, they disguise it as prisoners. They say it. It's isolation. We said yet the other point was about isolation. When other prisoners are still interacting with one another, watching TV, watching football, not around. I don't even go when the judges are visiting. I mean, between 7 a.m. up to 4. While other prisoners can continue watching and investing in so many activities, playing, drugs, and whatever, up to 10 p.m. when I'm locked up at 4 p.m. The last point is about the interference with my case. Prison authority has interfered with my case so much to the extent of editing the documents that I sent to my lawyers. They even refuse to censor or to allow the documents that they have not looked into in my absence. They insist that I must be absent for them to censor. What do they intend behind that? To take photocopies for the documents. Last time in 2018, Judge Luzira told us that there must be privacy. The Constitution provides for privacy between the client and the lawyer. But they refuse even to allow me to give them documents concerning my case because they have not censored it. What is censored? They want to read through it and then take photocopies from it. We had made complaints to the Judge Luzira the other time we were here. And she said that this has been a persistent complaint from the prisoners. They interfere with the communication between me and my lawyers. They sometimes harass them. They chase them away. Semakad was chased away. Ochai was chased away. Kasumba was chased away. Even they refused them to come with documents. Because the other time my counsel was bringing me these petition documents, and they refused him to come up with them. They retained them at the gate. They did not allow him until he had stayed so many hours in the prison so that they allowed it to come in. So, Mr. Diak, I request that you stop them from harassing my lawyers, because my lawyers will be disgusted, frustrated, and maybe abandoned.
Okay, that's your turn. Your time is up.